Hey there, I'm Julian. I am going to be hiking the Appalachian Trail, going northbound, starting the last day in February, which is a few days from today. And I just want to make a video going over all the gear that I'm bringing so you can see what choices I've made. Just a little background on myself. I haven't through hiked before. It's my first through hike. But I'm also not a beginner. So I've done, longest trip I've done has been 5 nights this last month. And then I've done maybe a half dozen or so overnight trips, and then a bunch of nights out in the backyard just testing my sleep system down to different degrees, finding out what works for me. So, the weight of this is all my gear right here, and I'm also going to go over food. I have my food there also for the first stretch that I'll be doing, which should be about 4 days. So, I will start with the big stuff. Total weight for all this, before food and water, and not including what I'll be wearing, is 21 pounds. So it's not ultralight, but it's better than what I started with. My first pack list, I think, was at 31 pounds. So I've switched out gear to get a lot slimmer or lighter, and then I've also ditched some stuff. And I'm sure I'll be making some changes to this along the way. This definitely isn't a perfect gear list, so any feedback that you guys have would be great. But yeah, I'm sure I'll realize that certain things don't work for me here, or I just don't need some stuff. So, and then my pack will also get lighter once the season changes, which I'm anticipating to switch out gear maybe, I don't know, 6 weeks in or so, depending on how fast I hike. So here is my pack. It's a Osprey Exos 58 liter. I've used Osprey in the past and really like their products. I am bringing two 20-liter white trash compactor bags, which will be my waterproofing system. One will have the sleeping quilt and clothes in, and the other one will have the tent, just in case the tent is very wet. I'll keep them separate. This is my rain jacket, rain pants, and sleeping quilt. These three right here, this is not actually what I'll be bringing. My actual items are going to be waiting for me at the beginning of the trail, so much less bulkier than these three right here, but I just wanted something here as a placeholder. But for rain jacket, I'm using the Marmot Precip rain pants, the Marmot Precip pants full zip, and then for a quilt, I'm using a Enlightened Equipment 10-degree Revelation. Which is nice because I can seal the foot box up for winter, and then when it gets warmer, I can unzip it and just use it like a blanket. So I'm not sure if it'll be able to work for me when it's like the summer, I guess, but I'm gonna try it out and see how long I can get away with it. But I might be switching to something a warmer rating bag or some kind of liner or something like that later on. This right here is my 20-liter Sea to Summit dry sack, which will be my food bag slash bear bag. For tent, I have a Big Agnes Copper Spur UL1, and I made a homemade footprint out of Tyvek, the 1443 kite making version, and then I added rivets and string right there so I can take it down, stake it down, and then I reinforced it with a little duct tape. I'll do the food at the end. Tent poles and stakes in there. Sleeping pad is a Thermarest Neo Air X Lite, and I'm also bringing a second pad, a Thermarest Z Lite Soul. It's a little bit shorter than the regular version, just because when it gets cold I need a little bit of extra insulation down below me, but I'll be sending that back pretty soon because it's a little bulky. Boots, I'm planning on bringing my Vask Snow Bourbon Ultra Dry boots. These are what I took on the 50-mile hike I did last month, and they were very comfortable, so I feel confident in them. I didn't get any blisters. I know they're too bulky and kind of too warm, but I'm just going to use them to start as I kind of ease into the hike, and I'll switch out at some point early on. I might even switch to something later before I go. Not sure yet. Clothes. I'm using my tent stuff sack as my clothes bag, and what I have for that, so for outer layer, or my insulated jacket, I have a Arc'teryx Atom LT, which I cleverly stuffed into the hood here. My mid layer is a EMS synthetic, little nice fleece or whatever you call it right here. For a base layer, what I wear when I'm hiking, I have a EMS synthetic long sleeve shirt, EMS synthetic pants or long johns, and then ex officio boxers. And also, these are REI synthetic shorts, and they're zip offs. I'm not bringing the bottom parts though for the winter. I'll do some kind of change when it gets warmer out. Darn tough hiking socks, and smart wool liner socks. For sleep, I'm carrying a separate change of clothes which will always keep dry to sleep in, and that's basically a base layer EMS for the pants, and then a long sleeve synthetic shirt, and a smart wool, actually mountaineering sock. My feet get cold at night, so I like that. 2 cotton bandanas for just if I need to dry something or multi-purpose. For a hat, I have this Outdoor Research Windstopper hat. Gloves, I have, this is the Outdoor Research Arete set. It actually comes with the liner inside, so I'll wear the liner if I need that. And then this is a heavier duty warmer slash waterproof glove. And you can see here I have Catula micro spikes, just for additional traction and speed when it's icy out. 50 feet of rope for hanging my bear bag. Water bottles, I'm bringing a Smart Water 1 liter bottle, a Gatorade bottle, and a 2 liter platypus bladder, which slims down very nicely if I don't need it. Cooking, I have a MSR titanium pot. I think it's called the Titan kettle, something like that. Light my fire titanium spoon, fork, a little serrated edge for knife. This is just some aluminum foil, which I can use as a windscreen if it's windy. Fuel canister, Bic lighter. My stove is a MSR pocket rocket. I'm bringing Purell hand sanitizer. Aquamira is what I'll be using to treat my water, and then I have a coffee filter just in case I need to get some debris out of there. I wear glasses, so this is my glasses, and they're transition lenses, so when it's sunny they'll fade to dark and I don't really need to bring sunglasses. And I have the yellow thing is like a little strap to put around it to hold it on my head. A cheap little $10 Casio watch. I don't like having my phone on my person, so it'll be in my pack and I can see the time and judge my pace with this. This right here, stuff sack and Ziploc and clip. This will be my kind of like town bag slash wallet, so it'll have my, I'll just put like cash, credit, debit, license in there. It'll have my phone in there. Next, this is my trowel. It's a Deuce of Spades trowel, so I can dig my cat holes. These are miscellaneous little carabiners and zip ties, or not zip ties, gear ties, which I'll put on the outside of my pack so I can mount things. iPhone 7. This is my Leatherman multi-tool. It's got a knife, pliers, screwdriver, Saber pepper spray right here. This is my personal locator beacon, ResQ Link Plus, just as for an emergency. This is my, just a very basic little compass, lightweight. I'm bringing a pack lock so I can just tie my pack to a pole in town or something. Black Diamond Storm headlamp. Toilet paper in a Ziploc. Here I am bringing a notebook so I can journal with a pen, and this is a quarter of the AWOL guide in a Ziploc, of course. I'm bringing a Kindle so I can read in a Ziploc, and I made a little homemade cardboard case for it. I might find a way to protect that differently so I don't have to carry that extra case. I also wear contacts, so I'm bringing bi-weeklies. I'm bringing 10 weeks worth and then a couple dailies, so I can switch between these and glasses to see what works for me. Toiletry bag, I have earplugs, toothpaste, toothbrush, contact lens solution, toothpaste, body glide, hand lotion. My electronics bag, I have a 5,000 milliamp Anker charger. I also have I'm using a GoPro to film this, so this is my GoPro case, and I have this cool little thing called a stick pick, so I can put it on the edge of my trekking pole, just kind of like that, and then I can use it as use it to hold and film with. Anti-fog tabs for the GoPro, the non-waterproof casing for better sound if it's not raining. So for charging, you can see I have an Apple USB power adapter, and I have one USB cable to micro. The micro will be used to charge my Anker and my Kindle. Then I have a micro to mini USB adapter, which I can charge my GoPro with, and then a micro to lightning adapter to charge my iPhone. 4 extra AAAs for my headlamp, and Apple EarPods. And here, this is my repair / first aid kit. I have a tent splint, antibiotic ointment, some Band-Aids, a little bit of moleskin, some adhesive pads for my sleeping pad if it rips, tick key, tweezers in there. I have a needle and thread, some extra string, tweezers. I think I called those tweezers. Those are nail clippers. Here I have an ace bandage, some stretch bandage, gauze, some tape, cough drops, alcohol pads, towelettes, and some miscellaneous like pain reliever pills, stomach thing, burn first aid cream, sting / bite pad. Good stuff. Alright, so I think I got everything. Yeah, that's all my gear. Now we'll go over and I'll show you food. So I think all this food together weighs about 13 pounds, and I'm planning on doing 4 days first before I hike, so this is probably too much food for that, but I'm going to start with it, and I'll just have to buy less my first resupply stop, but I'll learn what works for me. So breakfasts, I'm going to be doing freezer bag cooking, so I'll just boil water and put them in these bags, which I made of oatmeal and raisins and granola. So got breakfasts there. What else do I have? Have some hard-boiled eggs, and for snacks I have and then I have some coffee and sugar and a couple little Ricola herbal things, lozenges. Vitamin C emergency powder for the water. So let's see. Oh yeah, and these nuts, it's just a mixture of a whole variety of different things. Almonds. Yeah, there's pretty much everything in here. Alright, snacks. I have a bunch of granola bars right here. Chocolate, a bunch of different brands, so I have a variety. I also have multivitamins. I have some peanut butter crackers, some little munchies here. I think that's peanut butter. And for lunches, I have some like ramen. So I have ramen noodle. These are like different brand of ramen noodle with a little flavoring packet there. I think they're miso actually. And I also have some miso things right here that I can just mix with water. These are sardines here. I have a couple packs of tuna, canned tuna. And then for dinner, I have some pasta. And then I'm going to mix a couple of these together. So I have 2 lentils, and then I have some Knorr's like pasta sides, so Parmesan, Mexican rice, chicken flavored broccoli, Spanish rice, and then I have one freeze-dried little vegetable blend that I wanted to get rid of. Oh, and then seaweed here, which is good. So I think that's everything. Thanks for watching. So if you have any feedback, let me know. But this is my gear list, and I'm excited to learn what works for me and what doesn't, and excited to make some changes to this. All right.